Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. They're still coming in.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hi,
Yes, they're slowly
everyone.
joining.
Yeah.
I think before we start, Tawanda, can you activate the interpretation function? Iris has also joined. And then we need to assign her for the translation channel.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We welcome you to this ceremony. Thank you for joining us. As you can see on your phones or whatever device you are using, language interpretation is available on this call. You can find the interpretation button on the three dots on your screen, and you can select your appropriate interpretation. We have English and French. Welcome, everyone. As before we set the ball rolling, we would like everyone to put their name, their country, and their organization if they are comfortable with that in the chat box. We want to know who you are, where you're coming from, and what organization you represent. Use the chat box as much as possible to interact with people. We offer you warm welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Young Emerging Leaders for 2025. Now, this ceremony is under the beautiful partnership of Y Plus Global and the Global Network of People Living with HIV, and it is to culminate the inspiring journey of growth, advocacy, and leadership among young people in their diversities. So, over the past year, this fantastic cohort of young advocates has been engaged in intensive training, mentorship, and collaborative efforts to amplify the voices of young key populations and drive meaningful change. The ceremony will celebrate their achievements and highlights key milestones, such as the wonderful and incredible work they've done with virtual hubs, and fantastic contributions to high level engagements like the HIV and Adolescents Workshop in 2024, the AIDS 2024 conference, and the HIV and R4P conference, as well as numerous World AIDS Day activities. These young leaders have not rested one bit in 2024. They have really been pushing it. They have really been contributing and leading monumental changes within their own communities and their own spaces. So this program, this ceremony is going to take a peek, a small peek into their work, into their journey, into how fantastic they've performed over the year, and look at how we as a community can also emulate this wonderful growth. So, once again, thank you so much for joining. We are going to dive right into it. Again, if you are just joining us, please put in the chat box your name, where you are coming from, and the organization you represent. So my name is Priscilla Ama Ado. I am with Y Plus Global, and I would be the moderator for this session. Before we proceed, we would like to know, um, we would like to introduce the key panelists for this engagement. That is our young emerging leaders who are in here with us. And I would like them to briefly introduce themselves because this is your day, guys. We want to know you. Just briefly introduce yourself, your name, and your country, and then we'll dive right into it. So, shall we start with Raphael? Raphael.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Um, Good afternoon. My name is Raphael Oyeni. I'm from Nigeria, and I'm excited to be graduating today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Raphael. Would the next person like to speak? Briefly introduce yourself. That is the young emerging leader. Slalani, would you like to take the floor? Okay. Is there any other young emerging leader in here who would like to briefly introduce themselves?
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Uh,
Sharon.
my name is Sharon Nachito. I am a young emerging leader 2024. I am from Uganda, and I am happy to be one of the people that are going to graduate today. I'm so happy, and I wish this journey could not end because I've really gotten a lot of insights. I've gotten a lot in this journey, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you.
Hi,
That's very
everyone.
good. Hi, Tapalo.
How are you doing?
Doing wonderfully.
All right, my name is Tabadombanga. I'm a young emerging leader from Zimbabwe, so much excited. I was trying to unmute myself, but apparently Sharon had to go before me, which is quite unfair. I usually go first. But anyways, I'm looking forward to graduate, though it's now it's an emotional part whereby we're now coming to an end of the program, which was so good. And we just look forward to having phase 3 of this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Enoch, would you like to talk? Introduce yourself. Oh, happy birthday, Tapalo.
Um, Hello everyone.
Yeah, hello.
So my name is Enoch Simeon Kra. I'm the year from Cote d'Ivoire, and I work with ONG Teco Social. So we are based in Bouaké, that is the second biggest city of Cote d'Ivoire, and I am I'm so excited to be finally graduating. So thank you to everyone who facilitated this program. I'm so grateful for that. So, and then I'm really happy to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Enoch. It was lovely to hear from you. Um, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate your presence. We appreciate the work you've done and the fantastic work you'll be doing in the future. Happiest birthday to Tapalo. It's a beautiful day, graduating and celebrating your birthday. So we are going to continue with the ceremony with a motivational speech, or we are going to hear from the executive director of Y Plus Global, who is in the person of Maximina Jokonya, one of the wonderful women I know. Maximina has a decade experience in HIV programming with a focus on children, adolescent girls and young women and young people, as well as gender equality and women's empowerment. Her focus is also in sexual reproductive health and rights, youth development, and leadership. She has worked for a community-based organization which is well known for putting young people living with HIV at the forefront for differentiated service delivery. Maximina is also very, very popular in advocating for meaningful engagement of adolescent girls and young women in decision-making processes at all levels. So I would like to give the floor to Maximina. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Priscilla. I didn't know that you were going to read out to my bio. Thank you so much for really honoring me. Super excited to be in this place, honestly speaking. I must say, Tawanda, I don't know, maybe it's my technology. I can't see where to do reactions. I can't do the clapping. I can't give hearts. I can't literally do anything. But just wanted to say to everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm particularly excited for all of us, honestly speaking, because this has been a journey, right? It's been an exciting journey. And I can really start by saying happy birthday to Tapelo. It's lovely to have you here, my darling. Enjoy the rest of your day. You know, do a little bit of self-care, do whatever you can to just enjoy yourself and be you at the end of the day. So really, really sending you all the love. I know a couple of colleagues here whom I have interacted, but I just wanted to shout out to Sulix to say, hi, Sulix, how are you doing? I miss you, my friend from Eswatini. You know the shenanigans of Eswatini, so I just wanted to say hi to you. But just to the rest of the colleagues, really welcome. I'm super excited to be having you here. From my side, just like Priscilla said, my name is Maxi. They usually call me Maxi. I am the executive director for Y Plus Global, and I've really witnessed this journey, honestly speaking, where we had different cohorts that really joined us within the YELS program from when we began, when we took off together with GNP Plus, and it has been a rewarding journey, honestly speaking, I can say. And I just want to say to the YAOs themselves to just recognize that before you become a YAO, you're already a leader, right? And the step that you took for you to become and be part of this wonderful journey to empower yourself, to build your skills and knowledge, is that one kind of a very good trait that we usually see in a leader, to say, I want to build myself, I want to go to the next level, I want to leap, and I don't know where I'm going to land, but I'm going to try anyway. And that's what I just want you to commend you on, to applaud you on, to make sure that when you decided to write that motivational letter and applied, that's the first step that we could ever do to open more doors, to have your voice heard more. And really congratulations so far in what you have done. We are here today to celebrate, you know, your achievements, what you've done throughout the progress. When you joined the YELS program, the intense training, the mentorship that you received, which is very vital for your journey, was really crucial. And I just wanted to really, you know, acknowledge your efforts in committing to those sessions, the trainings, but also to make sure that your voice is being heard and your priorities were the ones that you were pushing throughout the journey as much as possible. And Y Plus and GNP Plus, we are here to be intentional about engagement of young people, to be the ones that are collaborating together, that are co-designing, that are co-implementing whatever that we are doing. And YELS is one of those projects where we pride ourselves, because we know you are the ones that are in the forefront in terms of the advocacy that we're pushing. And it couldn't be at a very strategic time, for we know that there is so much that is going on in the world that is sad. Sometimes it's very ugly, and it's threatening our very existence at the moment. It's threatening our gains that we have done so far in terms of the HIV response, in terms of our human rights. It's threatening everything that it talks about us. So having you being the leaders, trained, empowered, and having the skills and the passion to move forward is something that is youth in this movement, and something that we really want to celebrate. And just to say, Your journey is not only ending today being a year, but the bigger one has started already. It's now your time to take up. Yes, my love? Someone is speaking? Is it me? Okay, probably
No.
someone joined. Thank you. So we're just saying that it's your time, right, to continue with the fight, to continue to be present, for you to be in the spaces, for your voices to be heard. And someone even said, even if it's shaking, just make sure that it is being there and you are as loud as much as possible. And I think for now, this is the time where we are saying we need to join our hands together. We need to be in these movements that are very strong, that are really standing for the very things that we believe in, for our voices to be more present, to be more impactful, like never before, because we are fighting so many oppositions that are coming in our front. And to make matters worse, it is threatening even the funding that makes us to have lifelong saving services and information that we need at the end of the day. So all I can say is you have done it for yourself. You have committed to these sessions, to the program itself. You have went on to implement, whether it's in country where you're part of the advocacy platforms, where you are challenging the CCMs, whether they're technical working groups, whether they're government policies, punitive laws that are in countries. All of those things are the results of your commitment, what you made a decision to join the program. And I can only say, let's continue the same things. I've witnessed wonderful works that colleagues are doing. I recently, Tabelo was part of the SADC meeting in Johannesburg, which they delivered a very powerful statement that even right now they are really interested to learn more, to engage more, so that they could continue to hear that voice beyond those meetings, right? So it talks about what you brought to the table and how you were present, how you were engaged. And I can imagine that this is happening across all the countries where you are in. Whatever platform that you are in, you are continuing to be persistent, to continue to commit to what we want to achieve at the end of the day when it comes to our well-being as young people. So really just wanted to say, continue with your voice, continue to make sure that your perspective, your ideas, your priorities are the ones that are being, pushed to make sure that we are achieving what we want in terms of equality, as well as making sure that even the 2030 agenda that is being talked about, we are at the center of whatever that is going to be happening there. I can say the journey is starting now. Continue with it. All the networks that we have built, all the mentors that we have managed to get in contact with, all the platforms that we have connected with, continue to harness those, continue to grow in those, continue to engage beyond the program itself, because those will become your anchor, they'll become your tools, they'll become your linkage and your leverage to the next point. So what you need to be able to do is make sure that you don't lose those links, you don't lose those connections as much as possible, because they're going to promote you to become who you want to be at the end of the day. So that's what I could really encourage you. The confidence, everything that you have learned, the skills, the knowledge, continue to implement them, because it's one thing to be trained and it's another thing to put whatever that you have gained into action. And sometimes we always leave a gap to say, oh, by the way, this program is done, so what can I do more? So I really encourage you to continue the journey, to continue to use the skills as much as possible. And just last thing from myself is that continue to develop yourself as much as possible. And I always say to young people, yes, we are very passionate advocates, right? We've got the skills, we've got the knowledge, we've got everything, but don't forget your professional growth as well. Whatever you're doing, whether it's a diploma, whether it's a degree, whether it's whatsoever that you're passionate about, right? And that continue to open up rooms for you, to continue to open up privileges for you, I think is very important. It gives you more room in terms of what you need to be able to have access to. So I always say that as well as we are pushing, because we are young people, continue in that aspect, because I always tell myself passion is very good, but passion doesn't pay. And I think Priscilla is laughing at me because she knows that it doesn't pay, colleagues. So for you not to then become disappointed, this is just a personal advice to you, for you not to become disappointed after you've done so well, so much in terms of advocacy, and you want now to transition to another level and you don't have the requirements. It becomes a point of bitterness. It becomes a point where literally the whole world is against you. So whatever you're doing, as much as you are growing in advocacy, as much as you're pushing, as much as you're a powerhouse, as much as they want you in the room, make sure that at the end of the day, you are empowering yourself to be able to further that with experience plus whatever that is needed for you to go to the next level. I am so proud of you. Well done on this program. Let me not take up your time. I'm here to celebrate. I don't hear music somewhere, somehow. Let's just make sure that we are in celebratory mode. Tawandas and the Priscillas, please. We want to dance, but all in all, well done, girls. You are amazing leaders. Keep going. And the fight is not yet over. It's going to become harder, but we will be there and making sure that our voices are being heard. Thank you very much. Back over to you, Priscilla.
Thank you very much, Maxi. That was a fantastic motivational speech. I have taken a lot from what you said. And one thing that really resonates with me is that, in as much as advocacy is a passion, it is very important to build on your professional skills as well. Passion can only take you so far. So it's very important that we keep building our professional skill sets as well. Thank you so much, Maxi. So now we are going to continue with the show. We have a lot more yells in there who we haven't heard from yet. But before we do that, we would like to have a peek at a short video which briefly shows us the journey of the young emerging leaders since 2024. So I would hand it over to our tech, Tawanda, to show us the video.
The Young Emerging Leader Program is an initiative designed to empower leaders by equipping them with knowledge, skills, and tools to make meaningful contributions in their communities and beyond. The YAL program represents a transformative journey for self-discovery and empowerment because it resonates with my passion to be the voice for the voiceless.
The Young Emerging Leader Training Program was the first global opportunity that I got this year. And I think when I started, I had a dream, I had a plan to broaden my advocacy skill because I lacked that. And I think that I have significantly achieved this.
I would say YEL program means a world to me because it has really impacted me personally, community-wise. I've really gained a lot. This program has really changed my life.
I've been able to work on my public speaking with my connection with my kids. I think this has been able to be achieved. And I think what I would say to people that want to become part of this amazing opportunity is when they join the Young Emerging Leader Training Program, please take note of every opportunity that comes your way because there are so many training sessions we had that was significant, right?
Through YEL program, I have really learned to interact with humans in the way that fosters positive relations and contributes to well-being. I think my advice to the young leaders out there that are considering to join the program, I think is to sit down and actively listen to enable them navigate complex interactions with greater sensitivity and understanding. I would also advise them to engage in active participation this active participation of any activity so that they get meaningful knowledge that is going to be equipped in them.
Personally, it has boosted my confidence and broadened my understanding in leadership and advocacy. I now see myself as a more resilient and informed leader who can navigate every challenge they meet effectively. Professionally, it has expanded my network and provided me with skills to engage with stakeholders, lead meaningful projects, and advocate for issues that matter to me and my communities. To young leaders out there, take a leap. If you are passionate about creating positive change, the YEL program is a great platform for you to grow and learn. But you have to be open to learning.
I think through this program, I personally, I didn't know how to come up with a proposal. I didn't know how to write concept notes, but through this program, I've really learned how to at least I can now come up with a concept note. Through the support from the GNP Plus, as a YEL, I came back and I implemented an activity which aimed at blood testing, STI screening, healthy talk, HIV blood testing.
The YEL program has shaped my vision because it has inspired me to think bigger and more strategic about my goals. It has reinforced my commitment to advocating for human rights and social justice, particularly in ensuring access to healthcare services for vulnerable people. For example, I've held a World AIDS Day celebration in my community here in Liribe, which is very much impactful to people living with HIV, those that are affected by HIV, and my community at large. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
I want to say thank you to White Plus Global for the opportunity and for also facilitating access for me to meet a lot of amazing young people. I'm going to ensure that I'm able to inspire change among other young people who are living with HIV, and also to connect them with resources and opportunities that is going to transform their lives. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Legi and I'm the one of the mentors for Young Emerging Leaders program. And I would like to congratulate each and everyone for graduating YEL's program for this year. For the whole year, you've done a lot. You've gained such valuable lessons, and I hope you also found a lot of good friends from your peer leaders. And let's keep in touch. And it was such an amazing experience being a mentor for this program and learning from my mentees. And I wish all the best for everyone. Thank you.
That was a beautiful video. That was awesome. That was really, really beautiful. It was beautiful to see them talk about their experience throughout the entire program and how they've been able to give back to their communities. So they weren't only trained, they weren't only educated, they weren't only empowered, but they made sure to empower their communities as well. And that in itself is fantastic. Congratulations to you all. And we will continue the show. Um, we now have a new addition to our team, which is Florence. Yes, Florence is in here with us. Florence is the co-executive director for the Global Network of People Living with HIV, which is GNP Plus. Florence, are you here?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry to join late, but I'm hoping to catch a little bit of something before
Yeah.
give me a chance to
Thank
speak.
you.
So carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. I would give a brief into who Florence is a little bit later on. For now, we would like to hear from the young emerging graduates in the person of Welisani, who will share her experiences, the learnings she has gained through the 1 year program, and how she is going to take it forward in the future. Welisani, are you in there?
Yes, yes, yes. Super excited. Accept warm greetings, everyone. I am Welisane and I am speaking from Cameroon. I am truly honored to speak to you today as an alumnus of the Young Emerging Leader Program. It feels both uplifting and empowering to be part of a community that recognizes the vital role of young people in shaping the policies that affects our lives and our futures. I joined the Young Emerging Program at a very crucial point in my career. I had been implementing activities on sexual reproductive health and rights, but I wanted more. I wanted to engage meaningfully. I was filled with hope, ambition, but also so much uncertainty about activism. While I knew I wanted to champion issues affecting us as young people in all our diversity, I lacked the tools and resources to make a real impact. Through the Young Emerging Leader Program, I learned not just about the fundamentals of advocacy, but also navigating my way around international conferences and high spaces, power dynamics, and designing campaigns where we're also supported not just technically, but financially to implement the My Reality campaign in our various countries. We were able to highlight the lived experiences and realities of young people who are affected or infected by HIV and AIDS and holding stakeholders accountable. One of the most powerful moments was even when we delved into the moments of truth, which we were able to share authentic stories as experienced in our little corners of the earth. Our diversity is our strength. We're equipped with unique perspectives to reflect on the challenges we do face, whether it was in terms of access to knowledge, reproductive health, access to treatment, or even combating stigma and discrimination. Marking a testament of the power of the Young Emerging Program, I have been recruited by Atina Network, which is a global feminist collective working for and with all young people in all our diversity to serve as Cameroon focal point, where I do hold consultative dialogues, building and strengthening the leadership capacity of young people for sexual reproductive health and rights and advocacy across all the 10 regions in Cameroon, which of course will mean both French and English speaking. Recently, I was able to launch an initiative, The Power of Empower, which is an innovative intervention strategy, strengthening the leadership skills and capacity of adolescent girls and young women in all our diversity in Cameroon. The strategy leverages on community members in identifying problems in their communities, developing solutions that are community context specific, and also implementing these innovative strategies by themselves. This initiative invests in young people through leadership opportunities and skill development for community engagement, ensuring a continuum of influence until every woman and girl everywhere in Cameroon has access to the available resources to thrive and to lead. These are glaring evidence of the power of the Young Emerging Program. The Young Emerging Leader Program taught me the importance of engaging with decision makers. Only people who are part of the community can be able to explicitly share their lived realities. We cannot sit in the background. We have to engage with decision makers to be able to influence policies. Our voices matter. They do shape the policies that directly affect us. We learned how to effectively advocate, how to present our ideas, back them with data, and engage in meaningful dialogue. Now, I can only but encourage every young person to take the rightful place, which is on every table in decision-making rooms. Whether it's in local councils or international spaces, our voices must resonate. We have the power to influence policies. As I wrap up, I just want to be able to remind each and every one of us here as young people that the change do start with us. We are the future leaders. We are the innovators. We are the change makers. It's important for us to continue to support one another, share our stories, and amplify our voices. I truly, truly believe that we can be able to dismantle barriers and create a world where every young person is valued, heard, but most importantly, empowered. Thank you so much for this incredible opportunity to be able to speak today and to be part of such an inspiring journey. I trust that we will continue pushing our boundaries and saving lives. Thank you, Prissy.
Thank you, Elisani. That was beautiful. It was really beautiful to hear you speak passionately about your journey as a girl. And I think it sparks the conversation that you did this with all your heart. You all did this with all your heart. And so it's quite emotional to see that as you are graduating, you are going to miss this a lot, but this is propelling you toward a future of greatness in advocacy. So thank you so much. That was beautiful. So we are going to quickly have Florence from GNP Plus, the Global Network of People Living with HIV. Briefly to introduce her, Florence is a global advocacy thought leader in the HIV response and movement. She has decades of knowledge, decades of experience, and is a seasoned HIV and SRHR community advocacy with a focus in policy, communication, programmatic, and social development. So I would hand it briefly over to you, Florence. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Indeed, I am excited to join you all. It's morning where I am, so I will work with that and say good morning, but also good afternoon, good evening. Wow, I see 37 people are on this call. So like if you minus me, 36. It's such an honor to join you. My apologies, I'm late. I am juggling different things, but I'm here. I would like to just give a few remarks, and I think mine will just be, first of all, to thank you all. Sometimes people have a dream or an idea, but that is all they do. They have a dream or an idea. But the people who take that dream and idea and put it into action, and the people who get the buy-in to contribute and make a whole important, impactful work out of it, those are the champions. And those are you all in this call. I don't think we would say enough how this means to us as GNP Plus. Thinking about it randomly, how can we build an elite squad? We were very, very particular about that identity of an elite squad. And it's because we were frustrated by more evidence coming to us about the lack of young people in key global spaces, and many of them going there and not knowing what to do or how to engage, or not having someone to hold their hand and give them the confidence they need. Many of us advocates were sort of like thrown in the wind like that. But in my generation, my parents had to be reminded on TV to check if their children are back home. We rather just grew up. But I don't think it was the wisest of lives, because we spent a lot of time learning and less actually being impactful in spaces. But this was the dream. Can we make an opportunity to support those who would be willing and passionate and want to lead and represent and advocate at the global level, to understand that they are not alone, to give you tips and tricks, to tell you what to do? I have some very funny stories. Let me share one. I was called to Washington, D.C. once to do a meeting in 2018. And when I got into the meeting, they gave us lunch vouchers. There was a Starbucks near there. I had never been to a Starbucks in my entire life. I did not know what people order there. I only saw Starbucks in movies. So I didn't go for lunch. Imagine me. I am in a different country, in a different time zone. I am supposed to participate in a meeting and I'm hungry. And I am so shy to say it's because I don't know what to order in a Starbucks. These are the tips and tricks. It's just not about peppers. It's showing up to a meeting in the wrong dressing code because you don't know what winter is and your country doesn't supply winter boots. It's those real things that we face that affect how we speak. It's showing up and you're speaking and someone sneers at you, or you're saying a point and people look like they're bored because your community and, well, you're not technical enough. It's watching you say a point and then it's ignored, but then someone else with a title next to them saying the same point and that is acknowledge. And sitting there and feeling, do I matter? Is my voice needed here? We wanted to create a space that talks about these things and has peer opportunities for peer support and confidence building, because this journey is for all of us. We represent us. We represent our communities. We represent people living with HIV, people most impacted by HIV, people least listened to. The spaces are there. I don't think people listen to us as much as they should. So there's work ahead of us. And there's work even more now. Everyone is spiraling. Social media is, everyone is spiraling right now, right? Yeah? And we are scared. I like to challenge my team that leaders don't show fear. It's not like we don't have it. But in moments like this, our leadership is important. In moments like this, our community is looking at us. If you were there with the community at World AIDS Day, if you sat somewhere and talked to young people about what stigma index means for them and had a critique, I'm still excited about that work, critiqued it. If you led an intervention that led to an intervention, now is the time to go back and show that leadership, because now is when it's most needed. We are here. We will continue this work, and we will continue it together, and we are not alone. I am proud of you all. You have represented us well in this consortium. You've made a dream come true, and I hope it's something that we can share to emulate and to grow. But we have shown that you can build young people and support them to sit in those spaces that people find too technical for your engagement. I thank you all. Thank you for listening to me. And I look forward to learning more about your journeys. I will stay on for a bit before I go to my meeting. Thank you, and back to you, Priscilla.
Thank you so much, Florence. That was really beautiful to share a personal story and connect it with advocacy. Thank you so much, Florence. So now we are opening the floor for the yells who would like to also share their experience from the year 2024 and looking at their experience and what they've achieved from being a yell and how the future looks like or what their plans are for the future. So over to you guys. Marianne, Raphael, the floor is open to.
Thank you so much, Florence. Honestly, I don't know what to say at this moment, but first of all, let's start by introducing myself. I am Miriam Wambugu from Kenya, and I was part of the YAL 2024. I mean, today is a very bittersweet moment for me. I am so teary, honestly. I'm so tired. But I want to thank Y Plus Global and GNP Plus for the dream. I mean, I am so honored to be part of the year last year. It has really enabled me to grow in my advocacy, and especially since I wanted to join the global movement last year. And I'm happy that this opportunity opened a door for me to grow in my advocacy space. And I was recently selected to be the chair of the pact, which I attribute it to the work that Y Plus Global did through my mentor, Pascal. And honestly, I don't want to cry, but I don't know. I am extremely, extremely grateful for the work that you guys have done through us. And I'm hoping that we will continue to make you, Florence and Maximina, proud in our work. I'm hoping that we will get to see even the work that we have done through last year in this year 2025, being part of the movement, which of course it's part of the common goals and visions that we have as health activists. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And also to the young people who have joined us, I hope that during the call, you'll be able to tap into this opportunity and you will get to see the growth. I mean, by December 2025, you will know what being part of YEL really means as a young person trying to grow in the health advocacy space. Thank you, and over to you, Priscilla.
Thank you so much, Marianne. That was beautiful to share. We will now have Tanaka take the floor. Tanaka, over to you. Tanaka, then Sulex.
Hi everyone, can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, great. My name is Mukua Tanaka, and I was a young emerging leader here from Zimbabwe. And the journey has been quite amazing with super exciting moments. And my cat Pascal has been supporting me in every processes to make sure that everything goes well. And I was recently elected to be a board member for the Stop TB Partnership Global, representing communities delegation. And it was so much exciting for me that I'm one of the young persons in the young emerging leaders who has also managed to go on to such higher spaces. The Young Emerging Leaders program has been such a blessing to me in that it has empowered me to be a leader and to know my space in every global space in the HIV advocacy, TB advocacy, and SRHR. So I give thanks to the GNP Plus, Y Plus Global, and everyone who has contributed to this journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tanaka. That is beautiful. It's truly beautiful to hear all of you saying the wonderful opportunities you are getting as a result of your hard work. Congratulations. I will hand it over to Sulex, then Enoch. Sulex, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. Actually, let me first introduce myself. I'm Sulix Lalina from Uganda, and I work with Trans Alive Initiative Uganda, which is based in Gulu. For me, what I can say, I don't even know. Just what I can say is that I'm having that fear of us leaving each other. We are not going to be seeing each other, like the journey has come to an end. I don't know, but all in all, what I can say that is that I have to use I have to use the knowledge that you equipped in us and the skills that I gained from Y Plus Global as a Yale, and I share the knowledge, I share the skills to my fellow trans persons out there, and what I can even say that is that I would like to thank each and every one. I would like to thank my mentor. I would like to thank Osla, Maximina, all of you, and my fellow years. Shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for each and everything that you've added on me personally and as the young emerging leaders. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sulex. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. We would like to move on to Enoch. Enoch. Then Chipo. Enoch, over to you.
Okay, so once again, good afternoon, because right here it is about 2 p.m. As I said, my name is Enoch Simeon Kra. I'm from Cote d'Ivoire, and joining this program has been an incredible journey for me because let's say this year 2020, last year 2024 was a bit let's say tricky for me because I lost my mother in that year because of a cervical cancer, and that was very difficult for me to to find hope and keep moving forward. And then the year program started in March. So this program was like an an opportunity for me to find a new way to to keep fighting uh, for health equity, uh, S, for sexual health and reproductive rights. And let's say I've met a lot of people thanks to this program. Yeah, I've even been married. So yeah, I've got a beautiful wife here, Tapelo. And yeah, this program was very, very incredible for me in terms of I met my mentor. Yeah, let's say I had like some issue with my first mentor. Yeah, it was, I don't know if I can tell about it. And then Osla was able to match me with my mentor, Josephine, who is quite supporting me, giving me guidance when it comes to advocacy, find the right resources to end HIV. So I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity. I'm really, really grateful for the whole community that I've built with my other fellow Yales. And yeah, I'm really hopeful for the future. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Enoch. It's really beautiful to hear the amazing achievements you've been able to um, garner over the year. I'm really surprised. You guys have really, really made a lot of impact. So thank you so much for sharing, Enoch. We are going to move on to Chipo and then Sharon. Chipo, over to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Chipo Narubanda from Zambia, and I'm also the founder and also the director of Empower Care Youth Network Solution, organization which is dealing with adolescents and young people, where we are doing much work on advocates, where also we are calling young people and also adolescents to come together. When I was applying for YAD program, I never knew that it would come like this. I never knew that I'll be able to speak like this. When I joined yearly program, I was unable to speak well, but because of the trainings and because of the programs which I had joined under Yari, I had benefited a lot. When I was on behalf of Y Plus Global, I want to appreciate on Catherine and also Ozra because they coached me from the beginning. I didn't knew what was going on until both of them, they have to come to my inbox to tell me, to explain more, until I go to learn. And I do appreciate so much which you have done on me. You have trained me as a leader and also as a young advocate in my community so that I can able to call young people and also adolescents to come together, we share experiences. I was unable to do proposals, speech writing. Because of Yare program, I'm now able to do a lot of programs. I'm able to write proposals. I'm able to write different kinds of speech. I was also picked some of the programs because of the Yari program, which I have been engaged in. I had applied HIV research advocates, which I was selected with, where I also met my fellow Yari, Dr. Nika. We met there in Namibia, where we had to share more experiences, what we have learned under Yari. And I've also been selected to a community exchange program. I had applied and also attached my CV under Yari, what I'm doing. And also I have applied, they were looking organization, civil organization to work in Zambia. I had also applied and also attached my CV where where I'm learning about Yari programs. I was also picked. So this year I'll be working with them about until 2027 for about 3 years. I was picked through that, and also just additionally, yearly program has strengthened my ability to write proposals and also result in new opportunities for collaboration and funding to drive my new meaningful change. The program has not only enhanced my leadership skills, but also enabled me to emphasize opportunities to address what is happening in the communities. I do appreciate, thank you so much on behalf of Yali. I do appreciate a lot everyone in here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chipo. Your list of achievements are unending. That is really beautiful. To hear how far your hard work has taken you and how you appreciate the Yale program. We appreciate you so much. I'm going to hand it over to Sharon.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to share. I'm so excited to be here with my fellow Yales for 2024 and the alumni and our leaders at large and our mentors. For me personally, when I was applying, actually, I applied, but I did not know that I could go through. So when I received an email, I was like, wait, so I am going to be part of this program for the full year. And yes, when I joined, it was really impactful. As a person, personally, there are so many. I don't even know where to start from, but I will start with the chance that was given to me as a young leader in my country, a young person that really had that urge to like always open up an organization. And yes, when I joined, there are so many insights. As a person, I could not speak like the way I am speaking right now. So I got that public speaking, and like I really got so much to learn about public speaking because I could not stand in so many people and to speak my thought or maybe to share with young people. I have learned to write concept notes by the help of my mentor. That is Josephine. Josephine, I hope you're hearing me. I am so grateful for your time that you have always given to me whenever I wanted help. You have always come out to me to help me into my concepts, to like help me guide me as a new leader, a person that is just opening up a new organization for young people. Also, I would like to thank Osla for always being there. There is no time I have sent Osla a message anytime, even when she was in her vacation, she would really reach out to me and help. I would like to thank you, Priscilla. I remember when we met in Nairobi, you gave me some time and then we talked and then engaged. I'm really so grateful. Professionally, I managed to register an organization. This organization is basically for young people living in with HIV in Uganda, young key populations. Just in July, that's when I really registered, and after registering, I got an email when I was given an opportunity to implement the the AIDS 2024. And this really went out so well. It gave me so much to learn on how to move with events, on how to engage other young people that could not attend physically. And I'm telling you, we got to learn so much as those that really were on ground in that conference. And that really gave me a lot of learning to really engage young people, to provide knowledge to them. It was really my first event as a new organization, but I learned a lot. I remember when I tried to like engage Suliks and then other people from different regions of Uganda, and everyone was really everyone got so much knowledge in this conference. And then after that, I still got another chance to still participate and also implement the HIV research for prevention. And yes, we were like as if we were in Peru, because I know so many young people could not afford to go to those conferences. And here is when we were given a chance to have this as young people in Uganda. And I'm telling you, we had over 20 to 25 young people that got insights from HIV research for prevention. And again, another one, I was one of the young people that attended the HIV and adolescent conference in Nairobi, and I was supported by GNP Plus. Trust me, I met so many young people. I got so much insight. I learned a lot. As a young leader in my capacity, I am here to serve. I am here and ready to engage more and more young people in my country and the rest of the countries at large. And I'm so happy for this. Last and not least, still, I was given the chance still to have another event of the for the World AIDS Day. And yes, I did this event. I was supported again, and still I managed to do the World AIDS Day with 16 days of activism. So I tried to put this all together, and we were best in the community. I got all these learnings from the Yale program, and I'm so excited to be part of this program. And I really urge so many young people, if the call comes, trust me, this is the call that you need. This is where you are supposed to be. Again, I want to thank Osla. I want to thank you, Priscilla. I want to thank you, Maximina, for always being there for me as a young person. And of course, my Kate and Catherine, you have always been there for me. Sulix and my other colleagues, everyone that I have not mentioned. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm feeling a bit sad that we are going to end the program. I did not want this to end. I wish we could have more and more opportunities like this to build our capacities as young people in different diversities. Also, I would love to thank my team, the ones that were the ones that have been with me, with our mentor, that is Josephine, and my other colleagues. Yes, I know we have come up with a lot of work to do. We are hoping to get support from our leaders, because we have so many concepts that we have tried to put across, because we wouldn't want to like end this here. Me as a person and my colleagues, we really hope to push this to other young people in our countries. And with your support, this will be so impactful, and this will help so many young people to get the insights we have gotten. And this will help us end HIV by 2030. Thank you so much. I submit.
Thank you so much, Sharon. That was beautiful. Thank you for thanking your mentors and the people who uplifted you in your journey. That was beautiful. We are going to have Solomon speak, but before that, I would like everyone to turn on their cameras so we take a quick group photo. Tawanda will help us by taking the photo. So please, if you can, please turn on your cameras quickly. For a quick group photo. We want to see the amazing faces behind the camera, the amazing faces that are sharing the amazing stories. It's nice to see you guys. Okay, we are waiting for fantastic Lalani. Raphael, Solomon, please turn on your camera. Let's take a quick group photo. Osla, would you do us the honors of taking the photo?
Sure. Should we do a countdown? Is everyone ready? If you're not, send something in the chat box. If not, I'll do a countdown from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheese. I took a few. I think that should be good. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Osla. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so our next speaker is a French speaker in the person of Solomon. So just a reminder to please switch over to the English interpretation so you can hear him.
No, wait. That wasn't good. I forgot the participant list on my screen. Can we do it again? Sorry, everyone. Yes.
Okay. Okay, a quick
Can you
retake of
turn
the
on your
45.
cameras quickly for a second time? I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I just checked and there was a participant list in the middle of the screen. That's not great, is it? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Oz. Okay, so please switch to the English translation. Tap on the three buttons on your right and then select English so you can hear Solomon. Solomon, we are ready to hear from you. Take it away.
Bonjour à tous. Moi, c'est Samuel Ngekema Salomon du Burundi. Je suis un membre, un Young Emergency Leader. Je suis vraiment content de vous retrouver encore aujourd'hui. Vous avez été vraiment une bénédiction pour moi. On a passé un bon moment ensemble. J'ai vraiment appris à l'aide de vous, vraiment beaucoup appris. J'ai j'ai réussi, j'ai eu l'occasion d'avoir 2 mentors dans le programme. Les 2 mentors étaient vraiment, vraiment capital vraiment, ils étaient ouf. J'ai aussi rencontré Osla et Catherine qui m'ont vraiment coaché, qui m'ont conseillé. Je ne sais pas si vous m'écoutez, s'il vous plaît.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Merci beaucoup. J'ai appris j'étais déjà un leader avant de rejoindre avant de rejoindre la communauté. J'avais déjà vraiment commencé même différente. J'étais dans une organisation. Mais grâce à ces programmes, j'ai maximisé, j'ai reboosté. Ce que j'avais fait dans 7 ans, je l'ai fait vraiment dans une année. Qu'est-ce qui m'a montré la fois dernière? Grâce à GNP+, j'ai organisé une conférence et cette conférence, ça a été comme j'avais jamais existé. Les gens qui étaient dans la conférence, en apprenant, en participant dans cette conférence, ils ont voulu beaucoup, beaucoup apprendre. On avait peu de temps, mais ils ont été là, ils ont voulu apprendre encore beaucoup. C'est comme si on est en train de naître. Et grâce à ça, je les dois à ces programmes. Sans oublier aussi, ces programmes m'ont boosté dans les plaidoyers. J'ai réussi à faire j'ai réussi à faire encore
Oh no, I think they dropped.
Oh,
We lost.
Yeah, we can pass the mic back to Solomon when they join us.
okay. All right. But I was enjoying his speech. He mentioned or they mentioned how what took them 7 years to master, they were able to master it in 1 year. I think that is incredible impact. And it's really beautiful that Y Plus Global and GNP Plus have been able to do this for a second time. Guys, this is the second cohort. So there is a first cohort with amazing stories, and we are hearing from the second cohort, and that is amazing. So we have to move on with the show, and I'm going to hand it over to Osla from Y Plus Global, who is going to share with us the next steps for the Young Emerging Leader Program, opportunities, and alumni engagement. So over to you, Osla.
Hi, everyone. I know you all have the same question as we had the same question last year. Now that we are graduating, what is next, right? So I have 2 news for you. One of them literally emerged during this call because while listening to your stories, Priscilla said, okay, these stories of successes should not just stay on this call. So we decided that we will interview some of you to see what kind of a documentation or video, something we can do. So that would be to promote you and your work through our networks on our social media channels. We are not exactly sure what shape, type, format it may take, but Priscilla will lead this. So you will be hearing from Priscilla soon. And thank you again for sharing your insights and reflecting back. I don't know if some of you were trying to make me cry. It was almost successful, but I didn't cry. And second bit of the good news is, as you know, most likely Love Alliance was a 5-year project, and 2025 will be the end of the Love Alliance project, unless there is extension. But with the information that we currently have, that this is going to be the last year. And we decided, instead of recruiting another cohort, we would like to recruit from our alumni, because you all have gone through similar, if not identical, trainings, and you are at a capacity that we all know and familiar with. So we thought maybe this year we do things differently, and in the application call, we will ask our alumni to apply. And instead of many training sessions that we had over the year, as you all have experienced, this time around, we will be giving you funding to implement your own projects. Some of you have received funding, as Sharon mentioned, for virtual hubs. Actually, all of you received funding from GNP Plus for World AIDS Day memorials. So we are all familiar how this process works, right? So this means that there will be a call published in the coming weeks. And in this call, there will be a call for proposals. And there will also be a budget template. You will be asked to fill these templates and send in your application. And if you are selected, you will receive a reasonable amount of in sub-grant from MyPlus Global to implement projects throughout 2025. Most likely, we will request you to either do a virtual hub or maybe some training sessions. So there are some materials we are developing for this. As soon as we wrap these up, the call will go out. So if you're not following MyPlus social media or GMP Plus social media channels yet, go and do that. But of course, we will also reach out to you by email. This is the same process. You need to first identify a host organization, which should most ideally be a registered organization in your country. So we can sign a contract with you and provide you with the sub-grant. And you can already start thinking, what would you like to do with a sub-grant and what kind of activities you would like to implement in your communities. As some of you mentioned, we really enjoyed implementing virtual hubs in 2024. And there is an IES conference happening in Rwanda. There is ICASA happening this year. There is also HIV and Women workshop happening in April, I think. So you can identify and target a conference and implement a virtual hub, or you can do any other thing you deem necessary in your community. What you will need to do is pitch your idea to us through the proposal and basically convince us why you should receive the grant. This is all I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions, I can try to answer them. But as I said, soon you will see a call and you will also receive an email with more details.
Okay. Thank you so much, Osla. Thank you for sharing that wonderful news. I can see a lot of jubilation in the comments. People are excited for the future. And certainly this is building up on the amazing work that has been done. And I really am happy that this is being done. Thank you so much, Maximina. Maximina is jumping off the call now. So I think we are nearing the end of this ceremony. It has been a beautiful ceremony. But I'm going to hand it over to Aline if she has any thing to add on to what Osla said. And then we would move on to Solomon. I think Solomon is back. They didn't finish the speech. Aline, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm I'm tearing here. I have a conference downstairs, but I'm losing a little bit of the first plenary just to hear you all. It's been, I would like to thank Catherine and Osla. I think they are like really the most hands-on people who made our dream of forming like an elite squad, as Florence said. happened. And it was really moving to take notes of your journey, how many of you like were selected for key advocacy spaces, and also how many of you had like a concrete and tangible like professional growth. I think in moving forward at GNP Plus, we will have some opportunities to engage advocates. We'll be forming like a cohort of community advocates to represent people living with HIV. We'll also be forming like a grants committee with members of the community of people living with HIV soon. So there will be opportunities to engage with our work in the new year, and we would definitely be in contact with you all.
Thank you so much, Aline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if
I think Priscilla froze, but I see Pascal would like to speak, so maybe we can give the mic to Pascal. Pascal, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. I just wanted to take a couple of seconds to say a few words, particularly to the Yales that I mentored. I want you all, I want you all to know that I'm particularly proud of you. Just going through the program and working with each and every one of you and seeing all that you achieved. I know from day one, we had a plan where I literally was, or we worked together to drive the goals that you wanted to achieve. And I want to thank you for making it possible. Everything was on you. You did this. Raphael, Miriam, Tanaka, you are the most amazing people I've worked with. And it was the pleasure of my life to have this experience. Thank you so much. Oz. Thank you, Oz. You also gave a lot of support to make this a reality. And congratulations to every one of you again. Okay, I'm just reading these messages. Thank you all so much. Priscilla, it's great to see you. See you again. How have you been? Hi, Aline. It's great to meet you. And I know we'll be communicating again after this for sure. All right.
Thank you, Pascal. It's nice to hear from you. And we had the Yales really appreciate your support. They are still doing that in the chat. And I think having a mentor is really important in the advocacy journey. And you availing yourself and your time for this is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much, Pascal. We are drawing the curtains, but I think Solomon is back with us. We didn't finish hearing from him. So Solomon, we would like to hear from you briefly. Please remember Solomon speaks French, so you would have to turn on to English to hear from him. Solomon, are you there? Can we hear from you briefly? Yeah, Solomon, you can unmute now. Okay. Solomon, are you ready? Okay. Okay, I think we have lost Solomon. Oh,
Hello. Can you hear me?
okay, we can hear you.
Je disais,
Yes, we can.
j'ai remercié, j'ai remercié beaucoup Aline, Catherine, Osla, Et vraiment, les autres que j'ai pas cités, vous avez été une bénédiction pour moi, vous avez été un modèle, vous m'avez soutenu dans tout. Vraiment, je vous suis reconnaissant. Et tout le monde, vous avez merci, 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 merci beaucoup.
Okay. Thank you so much, Solomon. I don't know if that's the end.
Priscilla?
Yes, Sharon.
Yes, I'm just here excited. There's something I've remembered with me and my mentor.
Sharon,
So
I
I'd like
haven't
to know,
shared.
please, first wait. Tapelo, wait. So I want to know, how do I mentor my mentor? Because she really wants me to be her mentor on timekeeping. So she told me that I should be her mentor this year. So I don't know, someone help me. How do you mentor your mentor?
Thank you, Sharon. It's beautiful to see that your mentor, you've identified your mentor needs mentoring. So you can work around that. But I would like to hear from Tapelo and then Connex. We haven't heard from the two. Tapelo, can we make it brief and then we go to Connex?
First and foremost, I'd like to thank Enoch, my friend. I'm quite sure they else they do know the story. But anyways, thank you very much. I was that kind of a person that was very shy, the person that was not even bold, especially when it comes to things of the status and everything. But coming to hear people's stories, coming to hear people's lived experiences, it has opened great opportunities. It has also built in that boldness, courage, and also, yes, I always knew that I had that flame of advocacy within me, because advocacy has always been my call and has always been part of my life. Everywhere I am and everywhere I was, I'll just be advocating. But now coming on to this program, which I was not even expecting myself, when I saw the call in sometime in 2023, I was like, okay, let me just apply for the sake of applying. But who knew that it was actually an opening of a new chapter, an opening of a new friendship, new connections, new interaction and opportunities. Personally, I can say that I'm one of the people that always apply for International AIDS Society conference, ICASAs and everything, but I never had an opportunity to be selected to travel abroad. I don't want to lie. Yes, I might have written something very good. I might have the good English and everything, but I will not be accepted. So not being accepted in the Yale, program, it was something that was great to me. I can say that thank you very much to Osla. Thank you very much to Catherine. I know, Osla, I always bother you, even I still bother you up until now. When I need to do something or when I ever want to do anything, I always bother you. Catherine, we have developed from being an advisor into a friend. I'm so grateful of the personal relationships that we have created and the no professionalism policy, rather, such that it becomes easy to approach, it becomes easy to ask for help. Personally, I had always been that employee that will be underappreciated, that will be under noticed, that will not be even noticed at all. But coming onto this program, it has actually unleashed the beast that was within me, and I'm so grateful for the opportunities. Amongst the opportunities that Yale availed to me was the SADC that was held sometime in November, 26 to 27 November, when we had our young women for the CSW conference. That one was an eye opener. I knew I had the flame of advocacy within me and everything. And, when Abdul, my Kate, always told me that when you're presenting, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, which I also followed. Those colleagues failed to follow, but I followed that. I managed, to raise my points, to raise my concern, and we then formulated a bond with other young women from across the Southern African region, and we're still communicating, we're still chatting, sharing ideas on advocacy, on how to relay. And I was actually shocked that I can actually speak and people can listen to me. I can actually lead people and they can listen to me. I can actually spearhead in a project and it becomes successful. That's one of the things that I felt to see within myself that Yale availed to me. And now coming on to the World AIDS Day, it was something that was healing, having lost many people to HIV, and now me being the one that has got certain funding that has been availed by the GNP Plus to commemorate the World AIDS Day. I had this vision of candle lighting. I had this vision of healing people through interacting and sharing. And thank you so much to Y Plus for availing that opportunity to me. I really appreciate for that. And I can safely say that after my World AIDS Day commemoration, I developed a cell group of young people that have been living with HIV, that are being affected by HIV. And I still mentor, I still chat with them, I still support them. We have this vibrant group that I created of 50 young people, and it's so much great, and it's so active and alive. And I hope that we'll be implementing it more. And to wrap up, I'm so grateful that I also have a new friend, a business partner, Sharon. Yes, even though we are opponents and we are part of a competition, but I'm always grateful that I have you. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. You push me, I push you. You're my ladder, I'm your ladder. We developed our consortium, which was something that I never even imagined myself that I'll be able to think of a certain project, I'll be able to think of a certain thing. And we are trying by all means to look for money, which is one thing that Yale taught us. And I know eventually one of those days when we get that funding to implement our Empower Positive Collective, we shall do well, we shall do great things. So this is one of the things that I'm so grateful about. And thank you very much, everyone, for granting my wish to have this virtual graduation on my birthday. I'm so grateful for this. Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
coming. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Happy birthday once again, and it is beautiful to hear the concrete plans you have made for the future and the visions you have for the future. Thank you so much. So we have come to the end of this beautiful ceremony. I would like to share with you all that the
Can we let
Yale's.
Connect speak as well? They just raised their hand at the last second. Sorry, Priscilla.
Okay, okay, Connex, but you have a minute to do that, Connex. Yes, yes,
All
please,
right.
Connex.
All right. Thank you so much, please, Priscilla. I'll make it short. I think my name is Connex from Malawi, a year 2024. Thank you, everyone. And I echo with everyone about the professional development that come with the Yale program. But then last week, something hit my mind that I think I overlooked when I was doing the Yale program, but then it came into reality. I think the Yale program now became a family to me. It was a family that we were holding each other left, right, and center. I remember we used to have the moment of truths, which were like everybody could be vulnerable, speak out, and people would also share their stories, and you come to a common ground, you share best practices. And this come into light when now there was a funding card last week, and right now I am for an exchange program in New York, and I am a trans man, and I'm like, wow, what a time to be trans, and what a time to be in New York, and what a time to have this big funding cut. But I know that with the community that we've built, with the family that we built with Yale, because it's a family of sharing. I know I've experienced like a number of people just sharing opportunities which we can pursue. And all thanks to my mentor, Kate Leji, who is always perfecting my work, who is always looking through the lines, and all the friends that I made through Yale were like, the unity that we've built in this program, I believe it's going to continue. It's something that we always overlook when we are doing these professional development programs. But for me, I think it is something that I will cherish forever. And I would recommend everybody to be part of the YO program. I know I can be a mouthful, but thank you so much, Priscilla, for the opportunity. And thank you, Osla and Catherine. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Connex. Thank you. That was beautiful to share. What a time to be alive indeed. I'm going to hand it over to Catherine. Catherine, you have a minute to share your story. Thank you so much, Catherine.
Okay, thank you very much. For me, the YO program has been a transformative journey that equipped me with skills, knowledge, confidence to advocate for youth and empowerment, gender equality, and inclusive leadership. With the skills I gained, I have been able to empower young people and adolescents in my community. And I want to thank Y Plus Global for giving me this incredible opportunity and for mentorship and support that continue to inspire me to lead with purpose and resilience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine. That was fast and that was inspiring as well. So thank you. Thank you to everyone. We are drawing the curtains on this lovely ceremony. And I would like to inform you all that you would be receiving your certificates of graduation very soon. This is to acknowledge and officially certify that you have completed the year as a year. I'm going to give it to Osla to give us a closing remarks, and then we'll be on our way. Over to you all.
Is this the part that I start crying? I won't cry in this call. But yeah, Sharon was right. Let's have some music. Let's have some fun. If you can turn your videos on, let's dance for like a minute before we wrap up and leave this call if we can. If you have things to do, you're welcome to leave, of course. But if you would like to stay on, let's stay for a couple of more minutes and see what Tawanda has in store for us in his playlist.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for everything. We really appreciated our time with you. Thank you for being with us to the end. It has been a wonderful session. We know you are destined for greatness. You are working, you are putting in the work, you have the passion, you have the ambition, and we know you will do great and you will go far. So thank you all so much. Let's keep in touch. I will be in touch with you guys to share your stories because the journey doesn't end here. It is only the beginning. So thank you all. We'll see you in the future soon. Thank you all and bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your
Bye.
day.
Thank you, Priscilla.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Bye, Rafa.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye, Pascal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pascal.